Wishing a very happy Diwali. Let's learn how to make Gulab Jamun with khoya. Hello, Namaste, Salam Alaikum, Sat Sri Akal. Welcome back to another session with your Vahchef at vareva.com. Today, again, we are going to make very simple plain Gulab Jamun, that too using milk khoya, and we can make the milk khoya at home, and in fact, I have the video for that, so please watch that. And the most important thing is sugar syrup. It is the most simplest yet important. Here I am taking one big bowl of sugar. So a lot of people, what they do is they add lot of water. They kind of add one full or lot of water. But look at this, I am going to take one full bowl of water, but how much I am going to add into this? See, we need the water just to cover the sugar. Just half of the water should be more than enough. So do not add too much, just to cover the sugar is enough, and bring it to a nice boil. If you add more water, you will be wasting your gas and everything trying to bring it to the right consistency. For the Gulab Jamun, you need just one string that is breaking. It absorbs the juices well, and also they are nice and good. If the sugar syrup is thin, your Gulab Jamun will go puss. They won't be that good, they will be breaking. If it is too thick, the Gulab Jamun will not absorb the sugar syrup. So it has to be the right consistency, then only your Gulab Jamuns will stay fresh for a longer time and perfect. So I am going to bring this to a boil, and I am going to show you the consistency, what it should be. For making Gulab Jamun, I have taken 250 grams of milk khoya. You can use the white milk khoya, you can use the cow milk khoya, whatever is fine. For this, I am going to take 50 grams of maida. See, by volume they will looking almost same quantity, but by weight, this is 250 grams and this is just 50 grams. In this, we are going to add a little bit of cooking soda. Look at this much, and I am going to mix it with the maida and mix it well. We are going to knead along with this khoya, but you need to be very careful, because if you knead this too much, you don't want the ghee to come out. Very carefully, look at the milk khoya. We are going to add the flour. So be very careful, just slowly we are going to knead it. You have to do it in such a way that fat from the khoya will not come out, and this will get nicely mixed up. Slowly, little by little, I am going to add all of this 50 grams of maida, and then make this into a soft dough. When you buy this Gulab Jamun packet, you add little bit of water, and what is the consistency? If you knead it too much, the oil will be coming out. So in this also, mix it slowly and knead it very little so that it gets nicely mixed up. While kneading this, if the mixture gets a little bit hard, so you can always sprinkle just few drops of milk or even water, and then keep mixing it slowly. And another thing is, if you want your Gulab Jamun to be full flavorful, we are going to add some cardamom powder. Just crush the cardamom nice into a powder, and then slowly knead into this mixture, so your Gulab Jamuns are tasting just awesome. Now look at it, the syrup is ready in just few minutes. Now when this you take and drop it, it has to, see, look at the kind of string this is forming. That is good. And in this we are going to add a little bit of cardamom powder, and also squeeze in just very little lime juice. What this lime juice does, it will help that it doesn't crystallize back very easily. Otherwise you will see Gulab Jamuns with sometimes crystals forming. We got a very nice flavored, cardamom flavored syrup. And a lot of people, they also add rose essence and different flavors. We are going to show that in another recipes. So this is all ready. Now time to make Gulab Jamuns and fry them. Now you can see that slightly the hands will be shining, and this mixture should be such way. If you add too much maida, this will stretch too much. But the right consistency means it has to break it like this. And very easy, take the right amount of the quantity, and then just first you need to press it a little bit hard and then release it. Slow it down. Then you will get a perfect. See, what happens is, sometimes you will see a lot of things breaking. So you can just press it like this and then release it and make them into nice jamuns. Then you will not see any of the cracks. That little pressure will kind of make it perfect. And now we are going to make all these jamuns and fry. Whenever you fry Gulab Jamun, just try one piece and then see if it doesn't break. If it breaks, then you have to make the adjustments with the dough. Look at this. This is almost done. I am going to fry it again. But the oil should not be too hot. When you drop the jamuns inside, they should be just to be slightly simmering. And another thing is, just rotate the oil like this. When you add the gulab jamuns, they need to keep rotating. If they go and sit at the bottom, your gulab jamuns will not be that good. Look at them, the oil is rotating, and now we're going to add, how many pieces you want in this, add. Look at how the gulab jamuns are rotating. They should not stop. This is actually a little bit hotter than what I wanted. I'm going to add more gulab jamuns to just reduce the temperature and keep rotating the oil. This way, your jamuns will get very nice color. Ooh. And slowly they will get the color. Actually, the oil is a little bit hotter than what I need, but never mind, because I switched off the flame now, and slowly, once they get nice color, they will start floating on the top, and also they will slightly become bigger in the size, and we need to fry them till they are nice and golden. The technique is like this. Constantly this need to be mixed. That's when you will get beautiful color like this. And these are milk khoya jamuns, and my favorite. For next couple of days, this is what I'm going to enjoy. Look at these jamuns. Perfect. They will not shine. Once they come out of the oil, they will go color. But once you put in the sugar syrup, again they will get color. Look at them. Now they won't shine. And the sugar syrup need to be nice and hot. It should not be like, at room temperature. It should be slightly hotter, and drop these jamuns inside and let them sit in this sugar syrup, warm one. Once they suck in the juices, the shine will come and these jamuns will become wonderful. This will be one of the best gulab jamuns made at home. Rather than using those ready-made gulab jamun mix, you can make it like this. You have seen, sometimes if you add too much of soda, these gulab jamuns will swell big in the oil, and that will not be good because inside it will not be cooked. So they need to become slightly bigger, and when you put in the sugar syrup, they will become nice and slightly bigger in size. Continuously stir like this without touching the jamuns. That's when you will get the nice golden color. Now you have seen how to make perfect gulab jamuns. Let's go ahead and try them. Now the gulab jamuns are all ready. So we need to be a little bit careful. These are, look at them, how they shine, after soaking in the syrup. And drop these gulab jamuns into a serving bowl. Oh my God! There is a reason why they are called gulab jamuns. They come out perfectly. And see, when they soak in the syrup, they have to kind of drown. That's when the jamuns will be perfect. A little bit of sugar syrup. Look at it. This is perfectly ready. And serving these gulab jamuns. Now, these gulab jamuns, perfect. And a little bit of syrup and some almond flakes to serve. Now, look at these jamuns. They have nicely absorbed the syrup, but they are super hot, freshly made, but who cares? Just too good. Dear friends, gulab jamuns mean like this. They have to be perfect. Whenever you make these gulab jamuns, look at them. I'll just break it open. They will be nice and perfect. Dear friends, let them sit in the syrup for 1 hour and your jamuns will be super perfect. Make them, eat them, and make your family the sweetest family in the world. Make this gulab jamun. I can pop in 100 of those small jamuns. Make it home. Keep saying Vareva and enjoy everyday cooking.